Hello, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so good to be with you. So good just to pause in the moment of our breath, in the moment in the middle of the day where there's so much swirling, and the only stability truly that exists is inside of us. And we get to connect there through just the pause of noticing our breath. So, in this moment, notice your breath that is arising from nothing in every breath. This breath that flows through you in and out could only be God's breath living and breathing within you. You are the breath of God. You couldn't be anything else. You are that one breath being breathed with all that is. Your inhale is the exhale of the trees, and your exhale is the inhale of the trees. Like we are all in this together, all united in the one breath that is within us. And so we are that powerful, no matter what is happening around us and really within us, because we have a lot of feelings going on within us. But the stability of our breath will ground us to the center of Mother Earth. And I today I just wanted to talk about really what's been kind of, well, that it has been like going in my heart and mind, and just how to be like um it takes presence to navigate right now, always has. Um, but just noticing, I just want to share what I've noticed where I get thrown off center really easy. And it is the distraction of everything that's happening around us. And um, the pressure to perform. Like I found myself this week just going, wow, I'm not doing it right. I can't seem to get it right. I can't perform just perfect, so that if I perform just perfect, then this will happen, that will happen. I'm, and just like that pressure on myself to perform a certain way, because the programming that if we perform a certain way, we'll reap certain rewards. And that is so not true. When we really step into that, well, first of all, I'm like, wow, I was thinking this world is so, the programming is so strong to the pressure to perform a certain way. And I'm like, it's just sprinkled with fear. I'm like, no, it's not. When we are standing in pressure and performance, we are literally standing in the waterfall of fear. Like it literally is flowing through our crown chakra, through our first eye, our eyes, our every chamber of our brain, through our ears, through our essence, our breath, through our tongue, through our throat, through our heart, through our solar plexus, through our sacral chakra, through our root chakra. Like we are standing in a waterfall that is going through us. And of course, it is the fear that takes over that ignites more pressure to perform. For what? To save us from what? But we get caught in that. And I I mean, I'm sure that you're like me. Like when we see what's going on, and I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. My news media is following Marianne Williamson because she doesn't have an agenda other than love and truth. And so what she shows on her Instagram is literally what's happening. Like, here's pictures. This is what's happening. And it's so heart-wrenching. Like it's difficult for me to bring myself back in. Like it's fear of all of that and heartbreak. So I really want to get into that a bit later, but I want to just stay on this track right now of pressure and performance because I had something that happened this last week that broke my heart. Um, and really, I guess it really gave me a sense of what's happening in a lot of ways. Okay, so this space that I'm on, that I'm creating, is it's truly a haven of tranquility and freedom. Like that is my heart desire, my heart dream for all. And it's why the dream of creating this labyrinth with a crystal thousand blessings under your feet from all over the world where people can come and relax and feel their feet and feel the blessing of the whole world holding them. That. But it's also on 10 acres. And so um I have that vision of just this bubble of peace that whoever drives through this entrance, like they feel that the envelopment of peace and love and tranquility, and for like it just becomes them. It's just like these soft wings. And with that, I have a few little farm animals, and not this huge farm. It's like a boutique farm where, because animals, even when you don't know it, bring you into your heart. Like they love you no matter what. And you find yourself loving them because their love is so without conditions, and they're so sweet and precious. And because it's just our nature, true nature, to love them. And so, all that to say that, I already have an Airbnb. And so I had guests this weekend come, and it was a precious family. Truly, it was very, very clear that these parents loved their child. She's like 9, almost 10. Absolutely loved her. It was giving her a really privileged life. Um, and they were wanting to give her the best life, teaching her what they had been programmed to learn that would give you the best life. So she goes to a school where she wears specific uniforms, specific colors, um, specific lengths, specific styles. Um, eh, she's being trained to think what to think and what not to think, what's okay and what's not. That pressure and performance of this little is and it's a school that's like renowned to have the best students intellectually. I don't really know, but all I witnessed was this programming of pressure and performance for the children. And it was based in love, but it was the only thing the parents knew and had been, I guess, open to receive any other outlook. It's just they were focused, and that's what they were teaching. So this little girl, she gets hugs before she goes to bed, and yeah, she's in a loving family. And yet, when I mean, she fell in love, like I mean, all she wanted to do was be with the animals. Like she was out with the goats, and she had named the goats her name that she wanted to name him. It didn't matter what I had named him. I was so great. And Shasta, our Pyrenees, just like this huge 100-pound dog. And she's like, I mean, Shasta's got to be, I don't know, three times her weight and just a big dog. She loved him. I mean, she would just couldn't wait to get up and go be with those animals. And then our cat, which is an outdoor cat, and he was supposed to be a feral cat. He's like the most friendly cat. And so he would just cuddle up to her. And anyway, she loved it here. And I was like, do whatever you want. Like, just follow whatever feels good. Like, she would ask me permission. It's like, you get to do anything. Um, so anyway, she enjoyed it here. And when she wanted, she wrote me, drew me a picture. So she liked me. Um, and when she went to leave, she hugged me. And here's what broke my heart because I was hugging a little 10-year-old girl whose heart felt like a hollow shell. She wasn't in touch with her heart because she'd been told what's not okay, what as far as thinking and being and doing and performing and that pressure, it wasn't okay to actually share what she wanted, to be in touch with her heart. And these are children that are being programmed and in love, So look at us as adults. Like most of us, I can say I have, was absolutely programmed with pressure and performance. In order to be a part of this that I grew up in religiously, I had to look a certain way, be a certain way, say a certain thing. It was all pressure and performance. And it was standing in a waterfall of fear. Because if you didn't perform, if you didn't hold that pressure on yourself and you didn't perform, there were consequences. And, as a child, I was told there are consequences that actually would affect all of eternity. So let's just take a deep breath because that's not our true nature. That is not why we're here. And that's not expected of us. We're here to be in touch with our heart, our holy heart that feels. That's the language. It feels. And that is our soul. The essence, the trueness of who we are is our soul that speaks through our heart. It cannot speak through the mind. It only speaks through the heart. And so when you're feeling feelings, you're feeling your soul. Like when you're feeling what a heart dream, it's a feeling inside. And when you can feel that and your mind is that empty space, the mind will move in sync with the heart and create the visions of your heart. So I want to just move now to presence because that's the trade. That's like, and that's a conscious trade, and that's our free will choice. Will I trade this that is habit, that is so within me, programmed within me, this pressure and performance? Can I trust enough to trade it all for presence? Like the presence of who I am. So it's trust and presence. And when we can step into the presence of who we are free. We're free from fear because our presence is our own true nature, our divinity. And that too is standing in a waterfall. It's standing in a waterfall of light. We are mostly light. We are light molecules. And when we stand in the waterfall of divinity itself, the light of love, the light of truth, it pours through our crown chakra. It pours through every chamber of our brain, all of our thought forms. It flows through our first eye and our our second eyes. It flows through our essence. It flows through our tongue. It flows through what we hear and listen to. It flows through our throat and our voice. It flows through our heart and what we feel. It flows through our arms. It's connected to our heart and our hands. And it is this heart space that radiates out and through our heart power center and through our sacral center, our creativity and our love and our joy and the roots. And this light of love, this waterfall that we stand in when we stand in the absolute choice of presence. I will stand in this presence and feel this waterfall of light go all the way through the bottoms of my feet, all the way through the center of Mother Earth. And that is where I believe the breath comes from, that womb of no thing of Mother Earth herself that rises up through our feet and up in us and out through us as we breathe this holy breath and this light of love. That is presence. Like there's no fear there because light dispels all darkness. And we are in the truth of who we are. And the truth of who we are, fear can't even exist there. It's our holy divine nature of what our heart speaks and feels. And it's what radiates from our heart, what radiates from our power center, what radiates from our creativity and radiates. It's the light that we walk, that we create sacred pathways on the earth through the light in our feet. And our eyes are the light of our soul. They're windows of our soul, and we are radiating light. And so we are making a difference in presence. So just feel your presence, the holy light of love that is your true divine nature that you are. And so, with that said, I'm just going to go back to what we're seeing. If you're seeing what I'm seeing of what's actually going on, what's actually being stripped from people and stripped from us, and the appearance of it all, the appearance, because there's a new world that's being born, and we must keep that vision. So it's been really, really hard for me to watch what's going on to families, to children, to this country, to countries. And I can feel me moving into fear. But I want to remind you that all of those people have their true divine nature within them. And in your darkest, darkest hours, you've surrendered to the divinity within you. And that love has held you. That love has miraculously filled you. And that love will not let these people down. That love is within them. That love will hold them. That love will take care of them as they surrender into what is inside of them, what is inside of all of us. They will know that inner strength. They will know that inner peace. They will know that intrinsic, divine, holy nature within them that is most powerful. And so we get to stand in the vision of our world we are creating right now. In the individual world you're in right now, you get to stand in presence. You get to stand in a life that you love for yourself, for them, and for the entire planet. So when you stand for the truth of what you love, what moves your heart, what comes out from your heart through your tongue, every every smile, everything, when you're standing in the truth of your holy divine nature and presence, you are creating what we our vision of this new world that is being born, and know that love itself is holding all of us, no matter where we are. The deepest suffering is being held in the deepest love in ways that we probably haven't even touched into ourselves, because love is infinite. So stand in the truth of you and know yourself. I just want to I thought of this afternoon because when people have gone on safaris and they come back and they tell you about these magnificent animals, the presence of them, for instance, the presence of a lion, you never ever hear them say how terrified they were of being in the presence of a lion. You only hear how in awe they are of being in the presence of this lion. You only hear how much beauty they see in the presence of this lion, how much fearlessness they see in the presence of a lion. Like, you only hear about the presence of the lion. You never hear about how terrified they were. So that's what presence does. Moves us into, as we move into presence, we are that for ourselves, and we are that for each other. And we are that awe that is creating a new world that we get to live in, that we're creating for ourselves and that we're creating for each other. And so we're not creating this world with the intention of changing the world so much, because it's so important that we know ourselves. Like, we're changing it. Like, what's the world you want to live in? What is today? What do you want to start creating today? Because we are creators. We're not sinners. We are creators. So let's move into that place. Like, what do you want to create today of a beautiful life today? Because what you are today is the next step for the next moment. What if I, is it the Fibonacci? I don't know. It's just like you don't go, what you are today creates your future, like for the next moment and the next moment. So when we are in this loving place, we will keep moving into a loving what you love. You get to have what you love. You came here to create what you wanted to live. And when you do that, you stand for yourself, and you stand for those that are suffering deeply, and for this whole new world that we are creating, because our vision is the only thing. We've got to hold our vision. And when we see our vision, we automatically move into that creative space. So I just want to give you permission, as I give myself permission, to create what I want to create today, to live how I want to live today, knowing that love holds us all in the perfection of love itself. And we've got this. We're all in this together. I love you so much. And we'll see you next week. Bye for now.